Hey everyone, welcome to the first lesson on understanding databases and SQL. So these lessons are specially created for all data enthusiasts out there who may have been feeling overwhelmed by all the information out there on data analysis. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know how confusing it can get. Okay, so in this video and subsequent videos, we'll be breaking things down in the simplest way possible. We'll be using relatable examples like Nigerian names and cities so you can finally connect the dots and understand how SQL works in real life. Whether you're transitioning into data analysis or you are just starting out, this is made especially for you. And by the end of this course, you have a clear understanding of what SQL is, why it's important, and how databases work behind the scenes of almost every app or website you use on a daily basis. So let's jump right in. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So it's a programming language we use in manipulating and managing relational databases. To simply put, think of it as a language you use to have conversations with databases. We use SQL to enable data management, retrieval, and update. So for example, you want to use Instagram, to check your DMs. Instagram is using SQL in the background to say, hey, database, show me all the messages for Elizabeth, okay? So SQL help us ask questions like, give me all the customers from Lagos, what were the sales for last month, It's the tool that data analysts use to pull out exactly the information they need from a massive piles of data. So why is SQL such a big deal for data analytics, you may ask? So SQL is used to extract data for analysis and reporting. We use SQL to transform data, clean data up before the analysis. And lastly, we support complex queries for insight. So for example, let's say you work for a clothing store and your boss asks, what are the top 5 best-selling products this year? Or how many customers bought something in January? So to answer that, you use SQL to pull the data from the company's sales database. And it doesn't even stop there. Once you pull the data, you can clean it up and plug it into tools like Excel, Power BI, and Tableau to create reports and dashboard that makes the number easy to understand, okay? So that is where integration comes in. SQL works great with Python, R, and Power BI. It can also be used to clean up data sets for dashboard before plugging it into, other tools to start your analysis. Great. So where exactly is all this data sitting? So it's stored in something called a relational database. Okay, so think of it as a structured format using a table. I want you to think of a super organized digital cabinet. Okay, you have a cabinet now, and in that cabinet we have folders where files and documents are being stored. Okay, so your cabinet is your database, and the folders in your cabinet are tables which holds documents, and records for analysis and for organization purposes. So SQL enforces relationship between tables, okay? So it is the connection between two or more tables. Take, for example, an online store might have a customer table, an order table, and a product table. So these tables are connected through what we call relationships, and we'll be seeing more of that in a bit. So some examples of popular databases you might hear about are MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, and Oracle. And that's it for the first lesson, guys. So do well to like and share this video with someone that may find it beneficial if you found this video helpful yourself. And stick around for the next lesson. I'll see you soon.